Welcome to another episode of Psychotronic Coast to Coast. I'm your host, Skinslip. That's your other host, Owen Neal. We watch the movies that you don't want to watch because we hate ourselves, I think. I think that's really what it boils down to. We watched this week, we finally got around to, after delaying for several weeks because of scheduling issues and depression and whatever else happened last week. I don't know. Anyway, I forgot, you forgot, or next thing I know it was like 3 in the morning, like, I think it's a bit late to start this episode, so never bothered to even say anything. Anyway, we watched Rituals. So there we go. We finally fucking watched it so we can compare it with, what was the movie? Hunter's something or other?
Hunter's Blood.
Hunter's Blood. It's like 3 weeks now. I've forgotten the fucking movie entirely. Except for the gifts that we have from it. Because those I'll remember forever. And I will use them randomly on the internet to get likes on my Twitter. Anyway, so yeah, we watched Rituals. It is Deliverance meets Hills Have Eyes. It's also a proto-slasher. Kind of. Not really. It's got some elements because there's some, like, the killer's, like, teasing them with x-rays and shit. So, I mean, it's kind of like a slasher film that way. But not really a straight-up slasher. Anyway,
Hillbillies.
I found this movie about 10 years ago randomly through Fry's because Code Red DVD at the time, Code Red Films, they now do Blu-rays. They had a distribution deal with Fry's at the time, and so I bought a couple of titles. I don't generally buy their titles now because I don't agree with the owner and the way he treats minorities and homosexuals, so I decided to stop supporting his product. That was like 3 years ago. So I do buy movies from him occasionally just because it's the only place to get those movies. That's why I have the Studio Santiago Blu-rays, so I'm a hypocrite. We all are. That's the way it goes. Anyway, this stars Robin Gamble, Lawrence Dane, and Hal Holbrook. There's more people in the movie, but those are the 3 main people who are throughout the film. Robin Gamble, you'll remember from famous presidential date film Dave, famous presidential rap film Bulworth. Also, he was notable to genre fans for the horror anthology Nightmares and Project X, which is a film with Matthew Broderick and the monkey that I always get mixed up with the Manhattan Project, the 2 different movies. Also, he's in The Pix, which is an excellent film, which we'll also cover at some point on the show. Then there's Lawrence Dane, notable for Bride of Chucky, Scanners, Happy Birthday to Me, Of Unknown Origins, Millennium, Darkman 2, The Return of Durant, The Park is Mine, Rolling Vengeance, which, by the way, we were covering on the show at some point. Because, dude, this guy goes on a rampage with a monster truck. With a fucking monster truck. It's an action film.
Thunder?
No, Rolling Thunder is a different film about a guy with a hook hand.
Oh.
That's also Rolling Thunder, we should definitely cover. It's a great action film. Rolling Vengeance is like a different movie, and now I decided those 2 should probably get paired together. Just to confuse our audience.
I might have it on DVD somewhere.
You might. It's not like the most unknown film. And then, of course, we have the genre darling Hal Holbrook himself, notable for All the President's Men, The Fog, Wall Street Creep Show, Magnum Force, Men of Honor, Majestic. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on. This guy's been in a fuck ton of movies. You have seen him in a lot of things. He's done a lot of TV work. He's done a lot of movies. He's one of those guys we were going to be covering a lot. In fact, there's a movie called Day One, 1989, that has Lawrence Dane and Hal Holbrook in it. Also, that we'll be covering. It's a film about the nuclear apocalypse that we'll probably be living in very shortly. Anyway, that long-winded intro brings me to Owen Neal, who's going to reveal the plot of this film.
I am?
Yeah, this is your part, right? This is the part where you do your part. The part.
There's five doctors.
5 doctors.
5 doctors.
5 doctors.
And they're going to go camping and fishing and way out in the middle of nowhere.
It's in the
They have
middle
to
of.
take a bush plane.
I said Alaska, but apparently it's actually in the middle of nowhere, Canada. British Columbia, to be specific. Botswana Bay, Ontario. Sorry, not British Columbia. Ontario. I don't know my Canadian land yet. Sorry. Sorry.
And then there's basically a bunch of boring nonsense for like 11, 15 minutes of them getting ready and them talking and then I'm in the plane and then them being dropped off and no one gave a shit.
There is a cut version where 10 minutes to cut it out of this film, which means they cut out 10 minutes, all good 10 minutes of this movie. At some point.
Wait, why didn't we watch that?
We didn't. We watched the long version with all the 10 minutes in it still.
Oh god, it was so dull in the beginning.
I know. It's just fluff to get to know these characters that we don't really have a care for, except Hal Holbrook is kind of cool. He's got a drinking problem, kind of, that he's beaten, but throughout the film you'll see him devolving back into his drinking ways.
I mean, they all get drunk after they walk away. They get drunk and dance around a fire, and oh god, it just kept dragging. And then
after
they wake up.
Night, by the way, after the first night, sorry, you were about to say that. I apologize.
Well, they wake up and they're fishing and swimming, but then someone's like, "Hey, our boots are missing."
Oh yeah, they get up excitedly. No one looks around for the shoes, and then someone realizes the shoes are missing.
And DJ, that's the only guy's name I remember. DJ determines they were stolen because they're worth $30 a pop. It's like what?
40,
whatever. And that's his rationale when everyone's like, maybe it's something else. Like, no, they don't want the money for our shoes.
DJ gets mad because he sent everybody a list of things they need to get, including extra toothbrushes and extra pair of shoes. And he's the only one with extra pair of shoes. Presumably also the one with extra toothbrush. But he walks off, literally walks out of the film at this point.
He's like, I'm going to the dam.
Because they look at the map. They look at a map and they decide that the nearest civilization is this dam, this federal dam. They figure there'll be people there, right? So that makes sense. It's a reasonable assumption, you know.
I did like one guy's like, what if it's a beaver dam? He's like, they don't put beaver dams on a map.
That's true, they don't, generally.
Because those could pop up and disappear.
That's right. Beavers get like, you know, they're like, I don't like the way this living room looks. Let's move it downstream 20 miles. Like, alright.
Beavers are crazy, man.
Anyway, so yeah. So, but of course, no one thinks about any of that shit. So, yeah.
No. I had a beaver pop up next to me when I was swimming once. Scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, they can be pretty dangerous, dude. They bite. They're aggressive. They can be aggressive.
Yeah, he just slapped his tail at me.
Hey, fuck you too, bitch.
That's my beaver story.
Ooh, beavers.
But yeah, they he leaves, like you said, we don't see him again.
Well, we do see him again, but he practically walks out of the movie.
Not yet.
Sorry.
And I'm trying to remember now. At some point, they decide they're gonna have to leave too. Oh
they
yeah,
wait another night.
They wake up and there's a deer head on a stake with a snake slithering down it.
Yeah,
and
they
then
stay another night. As you know, it makes sense. You don't have any shoes. You stay, camp, continue fishing and hanging out with your friends, right?
And then the guy's like, "How do they know we're doctors? Because there's a snake on it."
Well, because it's a reference to the cross, the snakes coming down in it, the sign of like the with the two, you know, the medical sign. Type in medical snakes.
I know what they're talking about, but all I saw was a deer head on a stake, and there just happened to be a snake slithering down.
There were two snakes attached to it, like coming down like the cross. It was like a perverted version of the cross. It was like, you know, it makes sense by the end, you know, kind of.
So then they realize, like, we gotta get out of here. So they slap some shit on their feet and start heading out.
Well, I think they cut up one of the tents. That's what it looked like. Because they had a bright red tent, and that's what I think they were wearing on their feet, is the tent.
Probably. I don't get the point of it. It's not any more protection than their socks.
It is a bit more protection, I imagine. I mean, it would...
They still feel every rock they step on.
Yeah, but I bet it won't cut your skin open. You know, I think that's what's supposed to stop.
And then they end up.
I don't know. Yeah.
I forget if someone like scares them or they just tumble down a hill. Like, they
Oh
start
no!
running and they fall down a
Someone
hill.
throws a bee's nest at them.
Oh yeah, the bee's nest.
Yeah. Someone from off camera throws a bee's nest in while they're
Where
arresting.
you're like,
They
I
all
think
run
it
in a panic,
fell.
and their friend gets killed in the ruckus. Like breaks his
I
neck
just
in
like
the
how when
fall.
we're watching it, you seem to completely forget someone was after him. You're like, I think a branch just fell with a bee's nest.
Yeah, I
Fell
did.
in
I
the
was
tree.
like, I think the bee's nest just fell, and then you're like, no, I think someone threw it. I'm like, oh right, someone's trying to kill him. That's right. And
And
then
we
we made a
sort
joke.
of see the
We made a
killer.
joke. We made an awful joke about how like it could have been like Tucker and Dale versus Evil, where they think someone's after them, but really it's just them being incompetent and
Yeah.
oblivious.
A deer just happened to trip and have his head fall down onto a spike.
Beehive just
But yeah,
mysteriously falls.
we sort of see the silhouette of the killer here, where they're like falling down the bank. The killer like throws their backpacks down, like, "Rah!"
Yeah, yeah.
And apparently the fall, I don't know why, killed one of them.
No, I think it's implied that he like runs into a tree and falls awkwardly down the hill. So I think he's like neck breaks is the idea, right?
Or did the killer kill him and then throw him down the hill?
No, because he runs into the tree while they're running. Because three goes one way, he goes the other way. He runs into a tree and falls down the hill.
I still think the killer threw him over the bank, though.
Maybe the killer killed him while he was after he fell or as he was falling.
I don't know. I just remember him looking like he pushed someone down the hill, and then like you see the silhouette of the guy on top.
I mean, I guess he pushed him, but I just remember him falling down the hill, and that killed him.
Yeah. So they leave him. Leave. And
Yep.
and there's just more walking and them talking and fighting and drinking and
Arguing.
eventually they get to a part where they're gonna cross the water and there's bear traps under the water.
It's been
Now,
trapped. It's been booby trapped, obviously.
at first I'm like, how the fuck did he know they were gonna cross there? But there was a rope across the water.
It was the only place to cross the river. That was the
They must
marked
have
on the map.
crossed there earlier.
It was marked on the map. That's
rope
where they were
up.
heading to cross the river to get to civilization. They were going back to the AM2. So the idea is they cross the river where the map tells you to cross the river, and that's where the traps are. Because presumably the killer also has a map or knows the area. You know what I
Even
mean?
though they'd already been walking in the water that was very shallow. Unless it's a different river.
I know, unless it got
Could have been a
deeper
different
where we
river.
couldn't see, I guess. I don't know. It's not really, it's not clear enough, for sure.
It could have been multiple rivers.
Certainly not clear enough.
But yeah. Boom, bear trap on leg.
Oh, first, bear trap on the walking stick. The guy falls, loses balance, grabs rope, and has to recover while the other guy steps in the bear trap, and then while the guy's trying to save himself, the other guy's like screaming in agony because bear trap.
And they're all doctors, by the way, remember.
Oh yes, they're all doctors.
Which that doesn't really seem to come into play.
Well, it does because they're being. Yeah, we'll talk about that anyway.
Like when the first guy's dead, one guy looks at him like he's dead. That's it. He doesn't check a pulse or anything. He's dead.
So
And the other guy immediately starts giving mouth to mouth, like
through
trying to do something.
Through all the talking, there's mention that one of the doctors was in the Korean War, and some shit happened, and
One's a drunk who lost his wife.
yeah, but like the one in it's implied there in the Korean War one that guy's related to the other guy that we're gonna talk about later, but
Yeah, there was
I think that's the
brief mention
implication.
when they were talking. Like when DJ left, and then they found the deer head. They're like, "Whoa, your brother's doing this." He's like, "My brother wouldn't do that." So two of them are brothers.
Yeah, that would be the two people who are at the end who are alive. Those two guys are brothers. That was the whole
No,
point.
one
Brother
that
versus
left
brother.
was a brother. DJ was a brother.
Was he?
Yeah, who gives a shit? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
one-
what he said. Your brother did this, and I was like, my bro. Why would my brother put a fucking decapitated deer head? Because we didn't bring shoes, like he said.
Oh God. Yeah, that
Anyway.
seems like a rational, reasonable thing to do. Christ.
So
We'll kill a
one
deer and some
doctor,
snakes and spin them all to this wooden cross thing and then pitch it here so they'll be scared. That's a fucking waste of energy.
yeah. So I believe it was Hal. Hal was the one. I don't know his movie name, but he was the one trying to do doctor stuff, treat the guy's leg, and the other guy was like, "Let's fucking
His
leave."
name's Harry in the movie. It's Hal Holbrook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry's fixing him, and the other guy's like, "Why don't we just leave him? He's fucking dead weight."
Yeah, and
But no, they
get in a fucking fist fight at some point about it. But
although yeah, they make a stretcher and they decide instead of carrying this guy's fat ass, we're gonna float him up the river against the current. And then they end up at a waterfall, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And then they're like trying to figure a way around, and then they just start punching each other in
they
the
get
face.
in an argument about how to get the situation because they had different ideas of how to solve the situation, and then their friend starts drifting down the river. And they're like, oh shit, we gotta go save him. And of course,
that one guy kept bringing up to Harry, he's like, "Why don't we just leave him like you left your father?"
oh, I know, right? What a shitty thing to say. It's just the same thing. You're like, oh, it's not the same thing.
I mean, we don't really see it, but I guess it's hinted at that the guy hits a rock when he's floating away, because then he goes like in a comatose state, and there's like, you mentioned the hematoma and
they
blood
said
running
he's got
down
a
his nose.
fever and he doesn't know why, and like he's got his leg in a bear trap, and he was floating in the water, and he was underwater and drowned partially. Like his body's like, fuck, we're done, bro. We're donezo. I've got an infection. I'm done with this shit. That's what his body's saying, and it's done. So he's in a coma right now, essentially.
Yeah. So then they have a weird moment where the two make up and they're happy again, and he tells them about when he stopped drinking and the war and blah blah, and then they drag the guy up some rocky mountain and immediately start because they immediately start fighting again. Then he's like, "Your dad." He's like, "Fuck you, my dad's a piece of shit."
And he's like, "Yeah, I did the wrong thing then. Doesn't mean I'm doing the wrong thing now." Because he brought up like leaving them again, and going off without him, and leaving them there on the hill, passed out, or he'll just be eaten alive by animals, you know.
So one of them was supposed to stay up and watch, but no, they fell asleep. And then you wake up and there's a decapitated head of. I thought it was the guy that was on the stretcher, but it was the original dead guy.
Yes, it was the original guy.
It's funny. He gets up, sees it, and he just chucks it down.
He picks up the pole and just chucks the whole head and pole down the hill. His friend's fucking head. At first we thought it was the guy on the stretcher, but it was actually the earlier friend who died. I was just like, God damn. How disrespectful, bro. Uh-oh. I think we lost Owen. Error. He froze, did. Hopefully it's not mine. Mine's on top of the Switch for another like week or two. Just waiting for Owen to come back. Hey guys, is anyone even watching out there? Is anyone even watching out there? Is anyone even watching out there? Hello, hello, shouting into the void. Hello, hello, I love the Noid. Do 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 do. Pop 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 pop. Ugh. I'm tired, y'all. Oh, hey, he's back.
I don't know what happened. I said my internet went out, but it's not out, so I don't know. I switched internet.
Your internet farted. It's no big deal. Where were we?
Chucking a decapitated head.
A decapitated head down the hill. We thought it was a friend at first, but then it ended up being a different friend. It's still really rude, bro. What the fuck? That's where we left off.
Yes. So they continue carrying the guy. They make it to the dam. They see DJ sitting in a chair. But
tied up in a weird, like,
surprise,
you know,
he's dead.
situation.
Well, we should also mention with the decapitated head was an X-ray.
Yes, in each
Of
time
the
they
head.
like, so that was like the second clue, and it shows like somebody who had like a procedure that went kind of wrong or whatever, and they like fucked up his face, and yeah, it's interesting. They keep plotting, popping this down, like saying that, you know, it's this, it's this, it's this, and then they just show it to us at the end. Like, okay. Anyway, words failing. Right. So
DJ's dead. His
yes.
X-ray, he was put in traction. He had a stab in his leg.
Yeah.
But oh, surprise, he's not dead.
Not
And the
actually
doctor
dead.
just Harry strangles him to death.
Yeah, for it's okay to
And that's
carry
where the
around
other
his.
guy's like, what
I
the fuck, and leaves.
Yeah, the other guy leaves, and I'm like, and I've seen in the movie like, so wait, you'll carry the other guy around, but you have to strangle this one? What the fuck's the difference? There's no difference. Hal Holbrook's a goddamn hypocrite, which is the point. Well, his character's a hypocrite. So yeah. Yeah, so he strangles his friend DJ instead of
he
saving
stashes away the other guy. He stashes this little damn house. Which he doesn't really say that he died. But he left him. So I'm assuming he's still alive.
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
But he heads off. He finds a shack, collapses in it, starts eating food, and then goes, oh shit, there's our boots.
And then what happens?
An old man comes in swinging a stick. Like, stop hurting them, damn you. And he gets axed for his trouble.
In the chest, yeah.
He realizes, oh shit, that's not the guy that's attacking our friends.
No, this guy's blind, apparently. And the movie is implying that all those medical things are about this old man, and that this is like some sort of revenge against doctors.
Yep.
That's what's implied.
The old man dies. And Harry gets stabbed through something in the leg. And then, surprise, his friend that left him is hung up out there.
Because, surprise, the old man isn't the killer, like the movie's kind of implied. It's actually his son.
And then it's a weird scene where he's taking way too long to treat his wound. He's putting gunpowder on. He's gonna cauterize it. The guy's screaming outside, "He's gonna kill me! Save me!" And then the killer lights him on fire in a bonfire. Then Harry looks out the window and goes, "Oh my god!" I was like, well, you spent like 10 minutes in there.
It's because he was in agony. He burned a his wound in his leg. I mean, shit, dude. And his other friend burns alive because he couldn't make it in time. Because guess what? Shit takes time.
My favorite scene where the killer's reaching in, open the door, and BAM! A fucking shotgun in his hand clean off.
Yeah. There's a gif of it. Don't worry.
And then he comes in, like, holding out dog tags, and he's looking at him. Harry looks at him funny, and then he blows him away.
It's implied that all those x-rays were of that person, and that person knew him from Korea. That's the implication here. And that he could have helped him. That he could have helped him, but didn't help him, and that's why there's revenge happening. The problem is that implies that there's a coincidence of like, cosmic proportions, that he ends up being in the same patch of wilderness where this guy fucking lives, right?
Like, I know they camp here every year. I'm gonna build a house.
I'm gonna move a house with my dad. We'll wait until they show up. Oh my god. Cosmic coincidence. That's the cinematic coincidence, right? You kinda gotta let some of that slide just for the sake of the movie.
Then you get like the happy / sad music as he's walking, like, dressed as Moses out to the road, and he sits on the road, and you get credits.
And he waits for help to show up.
But now I got a question. Did the guy in the stretcher die, or did he just fucking leave him in there?
I think he just left him to die. He had no choice.
He's probably dead now.
Yeah, he had no choice, though. he couldn't carry him alone. When his friend abandoned him, that's the problem. His friend abandoned him, which means he had to leave his other friend because he can't carry him by himself. Right? So that guy leaving actually caused his friend to die, not the other way around. But how Holbrook would have felt was going to feel guilty his whole life for having to do that, you know?
And the other question is, are we supposed to assume that he knew him and knew they were going to go camping? Or was it just a coincidence and somehow he can tell they were doctors? And then he's like, doctors fucked me up.
That's not explained.
I'm going to fuck up some doctors.
That's why this doesn't have a huge fan base and isn't rivaled as a classic, because there's a big fucking plot hole in it, right? That cosmic,
I want to imagine
cinematic coincidence right there.
He was just walking through the woods one night and he heard some noise. What's that? And they're like, we're all doctors. Woo! And he's like, kill them.
Kill them all.
Those drunk sons of bitches.
I know,
they
right?
fucked my face up.
Yeah, and they fucked.
Well, how bad of a doctor would you need to be to? That guy was fucked up. That's some shitty doctor.
I think the implied he came back from the war because he got hurt, and then they fucked up the surgeries on him. And he got put in traction, so that's why he put the other guy in traction.
Like one whole eye was just gone.
Yeah, it's actually pretty neat. The last couple minutes are pretty neat.
It's still like...
What do you rate this film?
Oof. I'll give it a 1.
Wow, that's mean. It's better than a 1 star.
The 1-star movie.
It's way better than a 1-star movie. I give it 2.5 stars. Originally rated at 3.5 stars, but that was an error. 2.5 stars. Pretty good. I recommend it. Especially if you like those hillbilly horror films. Or you like Hills Have Eyes or Deliverance or both of those films. It's got pieces of all that in there. So, alright, so next week we are watching
Frosty the Snowman.
Classic Christmas cinema and Jack Frost, not the one with Michael Keaton. No, the Killer Frost, the Killer Snowman. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, yeah, I gotta do it to your camera. Wah, wah, wah.
I think the other Jack Frost is too spooky for us.
I know, Michael Keaton, dude. Jesus.
If my dad died and came back in a snowman, I'd be fucking frightened.
This stars Shannon Elizabeth, and it's one of her first films. And
Does she get naked in it?
It's a very revealing role, yes.
Or is that just till American Pie?
Nope.
Or am I thinking of someone else?
Very revealing role. No, you're not. You're thinking of the right person.
Right.
That is correct. There is nudity. It
Is it this? Is the sequel that has the little snowballs, or is that the first one?
I think that's the sequel. I did just watch this movie, but I have a terrible memory. So I'll watch the movie. While we're watching the movie, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember this. That's how my memory works. I have to see it again and go, oh yeah, I've seen this. So, yeah. I know I've seen... In fact, I did a review on my channel. But I remember enjoying it. I think we'll have a good time with it. You'll probably hate it. You hate all the good movies.
What?
What? You gave fucking Rituals 1 star.
That's not a good movie.
Yes, it was great.
I knocked a star off for every 15 minutes of boring.
Oh, that's great. And then we're going to upgrade to Blu-ray. It's got a Blu-ray coming out. But I'm just like, I think I'm good to DVD.
To show those extra black grainy marks.
Oh, I bet it actually looks a lot better on Blu-ray. It probably looks way better. But I just don't think I get enough enjoyment. I don't get enough enjoyment to spend $25 on it again, you know?
Footage
I watch
we saw,
it once in 10 years.
It looks like they unrolled the film, dragged it across the floor, and then loaded it into the
It's
camera.
unrestored from the grindhouses straight to your home video. It's gloriously grainy and scratched up. I love the way it looks. The aesthetic is really nice. Don't watch the YouTube version. It is a fucking mess. It is awful. It is super, super dark and super, super smudgy. Don't even bother. Don't.
I think the doctors that fucked the guy's face up fucked up that film.
Alright, that'll do it for us this week. Do you have any final thoughts, sir?
No, all I'm going to say is get ready for a lot of snow movies.
Oh, shit. Snowboard Academy incoming, guys. Alright, take it easy, guys. We'll see you next time on Psychotronic Coast to Coast. Keep these candles burning, guys. I don't know. I don't have a fucking intro yet. Do you have an intro yet? Outro?
An
I mean?
outro?
Do we have an outro yet?
No.
Keep it weird, guys. That's all I gotta say. Keep it weird. Peace.
I'll work on it.